Do you find yourself making that dreaded journey to the bathroom multiple times a night? It's a familiar scenario for so many of us as we get a little older. Isn't it? 1 minute you're drifting off, finally getting comfortable, and the next, your bladder is sending an urgent message, pulling you from that precious deep sleep. It's more than just a minor inconvenience. It's truly robbing you of restful nights, leaving you feeling groggy, tired, and just not quite yourself the next day. That constant disruption can wear you down, affecting your energy, your mood, and even your ability to focus during the day. It makes you wonder, why is this happening to me? What am I doing wrong? And what if I told you that for many seniors, there's a surprising, often overlooked factor that could be playing a significant role in this nightly interruption? It's a very private topic, something many of us might feel a little awkward discussing, but it's crucial to bring it into the light because it impacts so many lives, often silently. It's not about judging or shaming, but about understanding a common, yet rarely talked about, mistake in our evening routines that can inadvertently trigger those nighttime bathroom trips. In this video, we're going to gently explore this sensitive issue, alongside other practical, easy-to-adopt habits and adjustments that can help you finally get a full night's rest without those constant trips to the loo. We'll look at everything from how and when you hydrate, to the surprising impact of certain foods, and even simple exercises you can do. Stick with me until the very end, because I promise there's a vital piece of advice coming that might just surprise you and make all the difference to your sleep quality. Let's dive right into what might be happening with this specific, sensitive area that so many are curious about. You see, the term mistake here isn't about the act itself, which is a natural and healthy part of life at any age. Instead, it's often about the timing, or perhaps the overstimulation of your body right before you're trying to settle down for the night. Think about it when you engage in any stimulating activity, whether it's intense exercise, watching a thrilling movie, or, yes, intimate activities. Your body gears up, your heart rate might increase, blood flow shifts, and your nervous system becomes more active. This is the opposite of what your body needs to do to prepare for sleep. For a truly restful night, your body needs to gently wind down for your nervous system to transition into a calm, parasympathetic state where it can repair and rejuvenate. When you engage in highly stimulating activities, including intimate ones, too close to bedtime, your body can remain in a state of heightened awareness. This can affect how your bladder behaves in a couple of ways. Firstly, a more active nervous system can make your bladder feel more sensitive or irritable. It might interpret signals for urination more frequently or with more urgency. Even if your bladder isn't truly full, your body isn't fully relaxed. And that lack of relaxation can translate into a bladder that's less inclined to hold it through the night. Secondly, the physiological changes that accompany stimulation can also temporarily alter fluid dynamics in your body. While this isn't a direct cause of nocturia, anything that keeps your body from settling into its natural sleep rhythm can disrupt the hormonal processes that concentrate your urine overnight. Your kidneys are less efficient at reducing urine production if your body is still buzzing from activity. So, the mistake isn't in the act, but in the timing. If you enjoy these activities, consider shifting them earlier in the day, or at least a few hours before you plan to go to sleep. Give your body ample time to wind down, to transition from an active state to a calm, relaxed one. This allows your nervous system to settle, your bladder to relax, and your hormones to adjust for a peaceful night. This simple adjustment can be profound, creating a more conducive environment for unbroken sleep. It's about respecting your body's need for a period of calm before rest, allowing your internal systems to prepare for their nightly repair work. Beyond this important timing adjustment, one of the most impactful habits you can adopt for fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom is strategic hydration. Now, I'm not saying you should drink less water overall. In fact, staying well hydrated throughout the day is absolutely crucial for your health, helping everything from your digestion to your energy levels. The key here is, when you consume your fluids, think about front-loading your water intake. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water during the morning and early afternoon. Get a good portion of your daily water intake in before dinner. For example, have a glass of water with breakfast another mid-morning. And make sure you're drinking consistently through lunch and the early afternoon. This ensures your body has all the fluid it needs to function optimally without needing to process large amounts right before bed. Then, as evening approaches, start to taper off your fluid intake. A good rule of thumb is to significantly reduce how much you drink in the 2 to 3 hours leading up to your bedtime. So, if you plan to be in bed by 10 p.m., try to finish most of your drinking by 7 or 8 p.m. This gives your kidneys enough time to process the fluids you've consumed earlier in the day and allows your bladder to empty before you settle down for the night. This includes all liquids, not just water. Be particularly mindful of beverages that act as diuretics, meaning they make you pee more. Coffee, tea, and especially alcohol fall into this category. Enjoy your morning coffee. Of course, but that evening cup of tea or a nightcap could be sending you on multiple trips to the bathroom later. Even seemingly harmless drinks like fizzy sodas or fruit juices, which contain sugar and can irritate the bladder, are best avoided in the late evening. By simply adjusting the timing of your hydration, you can significantly reduce the volume of urine your body produces during the night, leading to longer, more uninterrupted stretches of sleep. Now that we've touched on sensitive topics and strategic hydration, let's move on to other crucial elements for a peaceful night's sleep, which often involve what we put into our bodies and how we manage our overall health. Our diet plays a surprisingly large role in bladder control, and certain foods can act as irritants, making your bladder feel more active and prompting those unwanted nighttime awakenings. This is our third key habit, being mindful of bladder-irritating foods and drinks. Just as with late-night fluids, certain things we consume can make our bladders more sensitive, leading to increased urgency and frequency. Think about acidic foods like citrus fruits, oranges, lemons, grapefruit, or tomatoes and tomato-based products like sauces and ketchup. While delicious and nutritious, consuming these in large quantities, especially in the evening, can irritate the bladder lining. Spicy foods are another common culprit. That fiery kick in your favorite curry or hot sauce might be exciting for your taste buds, but it can also be a little too exciting for your bladder, causing it to feel more active. Artificial sweeteners, often found in diet drinks and many processed foods, are also known bladder irritants for some people. And carbonated beverages, whether they're sodas, sparkling water, or even some beers, can create a feeling of fullness and pressure in the bladder, leading to more frequent urges. To put this habit into practice, try to identify your personal triggers. You might keep a simple food diary for a week, noting what you eat and drink and when you experience nighttime urination. Then, try reducing or avoiding these common irritants, particularly in the afternoon and evening. You don't have to cut them out completely, but being aware and making small adjustments can make a big difference. Swapping out your evening spicy meal for something milder, or opting for plain water over a fizzy drink, could be just what your bladder needs for a calmer night. Next, a very important point often overlooked is managing any underlying health conditions that contribute to nocturia. It's not always about what you're doing or eating. Sometimes, your body is simply trying to tell you something. Many medical conditions can significantly contribute to waking up to pee at night. For men, an enlarged prostate, also known as benign prostatic hyperplasia or BPH, is a very common cause. As the prostate gland grows, it can press on the urethra, the tube that carries urine out of the bladder, making it harder to empty the bladder completely and causing frequent urges. For both men and women, conditions like diabetes, especially if blood sugar levels aren't well controlled, can increase urine production. Heart failure, particularly congestive heart failure, can lead to fluid retention in the legs during the day, which then shifts back into the bloodstream when you lie down at night. Increasing kidney filtration and urine output. Sleep apnea, where your breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep, can also put a strain on your cardiovascular system, leading to hormonal changes that increase nighttime urine production. Even certain medications for conditions like high blood pressure, heart disease, or fluid retention often have a diuretic effect. The actionable step here is clear talk to your doctor. A thorough medical evaluation can identify any underlying conditions or medication side effects that are contributing to your nighttime urination. Your doctor can recommend appropriate treatments, adjustments to your medication schedule, or lifestyle changes that directly address these root causes. Don't hesitate to bring up your concerns. It's a very common issue, and there are often effective solutions available once the cause is identified. Addressing these health conditions isn't just about better sleep. It's about improving your overall well-being. Finally, and perhaps most holistically, optimizing your sleep environment and routine is absolutely fundamental to reducing nighttime bathroom trips. This ties into everything we've discussed, as a calm, relaxed body and mind are less likely to signal a need to urinate. Think about creating a haven for sleep. Your bedroom should be dark, quiet, and cool, ideally between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. This temperature range helps your body naturally lower its core temperature, which is a signal for sleep. Remove any sources of light, like glowing electronics or bright alarm clocks, and consider blackout curtains if streetlights or early morning sun are an issue. Noise can also be a significant disruptor. If you live in a noisy area, a white noise machine or earplugs can be incredibly helpful. Beyond the physical environment, establishing a consistent sleep routine is paramount. Go to bed and wake up at roughly the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's natural sleep-wake cycle, known as your circadian rhythm, which in turn helps regulate your bladder activity. A consistent schedule trains your body when to expect sleep and when to be awake. Avoid stimulating activities in the hour or two before bed. This includes not just the sensitive personal activities we discussed earlier, but also screen time, your phone, tablet, computer, or TV. The blue light emitted from these devices can suppress melatonin, the hormone that helps you feel sleepy. Instead, create a relaxing pre-sleep ritual. This could be reading a physical book, listening to calming music, taking a warm bath or shower, practicing gentle stretching or light yoga, or simply sitting quietly and reflecting on your day. Dim the lights in your home an hour or two before bed to signal to your body that it's time to wind down. These small, consistent steps, creating a serene environment and adopting a calming routine, help your body and mind relax fully, promoting deeper, more restorative sleep where your bladder is much less likely to bother you. It's about setting the stage for truly uninterrupted rest. So, we've talked about being mindful of the timing of certain personal activities, how thoughtful hydration throughout your day makes a world of difference, and the silent power of strengthening your pelvic floor, which we gently touched upon when discussing bladder training. We also explored how what you eat and drink, especially in the evening, can quietly influence your bladder, and why addressing those underlying health conditions with your doctor is just non-negotiable for a truly restful night. Finally, we emphasized the profound impact of creating a serene sleep environment and a consistent winding down routine. Each of these pieces, when woven together, forms a powerful tapestry of habits designed to help you reclaim your nights. Remember, dear friends, reclaiming your nights isn't about perfection overnight. It's about taking small, consistent steps. Every little adjustment you make, whether it's shifting the time you drink your last cup of tea and trying out a new relaxing bedtime ritual, or simply having an open conversation with your doctor, is a victory. It's about being kind to yourself and understanding that our bodies change as we age, and that simply means we need to adjust our approach to caring for them. You are not alone in experiencing nighttime awakenings. It's a common challenge for many seniors, but it is also one that is often manageable with the right knowledge and commitment. Don't get discouraged if you don't see immediate results. Consistency is key, and every bit of progress brings you closer to the undisturbed sleep you deserve. I truly hope this conversation has given you some fresh insights and practical tools to help you on your journey to better sleep. I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these strategies? What has worked best for you in managing those nighttime trips to the bathroom? Share your experiences and questions in the comments below. Your wisdom and experiences help all of us in this wonderful community, creating a space where we can learn from each other and support one another in living our best lives. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel reach more people who could benefit from this important information. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing so you don't miss out on future videos designed to help you live your happiest, healthiest life in your golden years. You deserve restful nights and energetic days. Never underestimate your ability to make positive changes that profoundly impact your well-being. Keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep cherishing every precious moment of this incredible journey. Live your best life at every age.